Derek, what's up, man? What's good, my guy? What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing, man? Got a new house. God just that's what's up, man. You know what I mean? Just gotta hang in there, man. You know what I'm saying? I call that spinning the block. So you see my title. It's called Spin the Block. Sometimes you gotta spin the block on life. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jay Mills got a song called Spin the Block. So I use that as motto. You know what I'm saying? To spin the block on life. Spin the block on success. Spin the block on a job that you always gotta double back. Like even Max B, you know what I'm saying? It's a celebration for Max B. He spin the block on his life. Now he got another shot at life. Max B was in prison for 17 years. 17 years in hell. He spin the block. Now look where he at now in 2026. Spin the block 2026. You know what I mean? If you feel something, spin the block on it. So Derek just got a new house. God came through. He's stuck in there, you know. Well, like I remember, you know, a couple of weeks ago, you was telling me about your situation. You know, I forget what you was telling me. I remember you was telling me about your situation, man, and I'm glad it worked out for you, man. I'm glad it worked out for you. Very happy, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, it always get better, man. It always gets better, bro. It always gets better. You dig? I mean, appreciate y'all for being in the building, but yeah, stick with it, bro. You know what I mean? You got this, Derek. Excuse me, percent. You feel me, Derek? You got this. He put up the second phone right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Thank you, bro. We've chosen to have a different type of yeah, man. But even the chosen, God's favorites have a hard time. You gotta understand that. You know what I'm saying? God's favorite have a hard time. So like if you know what I mean? You know, this life is gonna give you a hard time. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Y'all hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Like only the tough is gonna survive this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Only the tough is gonna survive. So we here to survive and we here to persevere. We're gonna go through things, but can you, withstand it? You built for tough. Cause you got to be built for tough, man. And you, Derek, you are built for tough. Cause I remember about a year ago, you was telling me about some drama you was in. You was telling me about some real life situations, and I didn't forget what you was telling me. I ain't forget. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hit the like button as y'all come into the building. Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, let me see. Yeah. Appreciate y'all. Y'all hit that like button. Yeah, but Derek was telling me about some real life situations he was going through, man. You know what I'm saying? And I remember that. I don't forget, man. You dig? You know what I mean? So appreciate y'all, man. What y'all got going on today, man. What y'all on, man. I'm just here chilling, man. You know what I mean? Just spinning the block on life, man. That's the title. Spin the block on life. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna fail. Success don't comes the first time, bro. It's very rare. Success is gonna come the first time around. It's very rare. Like the greats had to go through it, bro. Like look where everybody start from. Like I just put up a short of Mike Epps. He started from the bottom. It's like Drake said, started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom. You gotta start somewhere. You know, okay, ask yourself, how many times did Jay-Z have the door slammed in his face? Before he got success. How many times did Nas had the door slammed in his face before they had success? You know what I mean? Success, to get to success, you first gotta go through uncomfortability. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through uncomfortability first to get to success. It's gonna be a stage of uncomfortability. Can you withstand that? Now, if you could get past the uncomfortability, success is on the other side. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through some uncomfortable stuff before you get to success. You got to go through some hardship. It's going to test you to see if you really want it or not. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people talk. They talk, but they don't put in the groundwork. They don't put in the blood, sweat, and tears that's needed for that success, man. You got to live in your craft. Anything you do, man, you got to do it for more than 8 hours a day. You know what I mean? You can't do it as a part-time job. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Anything you do, I mean, seriously, like your passions, your goals, your drives, it got to be more than 8 hours. It got to be more than a part-time job. Every day you got to be chasing that. Yo, what's up, Crazy for Craziness? What's going on? You got to be chasing that, bro. You can't be half-assed, man. You dig what I'm saying? Can't, man. Appreciate y'all for being in the building, man. We running up those numbers, man. I took my channel to a different route. I'm passing, like I'm uploading clips of our old entertainers before they became famous. Tupac before the fame, Biggie before the fame, Aaliyah before the fame. I'm doing that to show. We got to start somewhere. Yo, what's up, Elite? We got to start somewhere. Biggie and Tupac, they started at the bottom. Biggie was rapping on a corner. Y'all seen Tupac, rapping, at that thing, Come on, man. Tupac was rapping. 17, 8, like in the 80s, like the 89s and all of that. That's when our greats was shining. You could see it. You could see in the 89s, we had Biggie, we had Tupac. All of them was flourishing at that time. That's a time of flourishing. That's the time you living in your craft. You living in your craft, bro. And like Lauryn Hill got booed. Y'all remember? Lauryn Hill got booed. But that would see, even Lauryn Hill was tested to see if she was gonna get past the next level. You know what I'm saying? So Lauryn Hill had to go through the boos, and she turned the boos to cheers at the end of the day. Lauryn Hill turned the boos to cheers, and look how popular and famous Lauryn Hill was. So, but you gotta understand, the Apollo is a tough environment. That's New York City. That's Harlem. We want the best. We don't care if you're a child. You come on the stage on the Apollo, you gotta be at your best. You gotta be at your best. Like if one slip up, boo, they booing you immediately. One slip up, and that's Apollo. It always been that way. But it builds greatness, bro. You gotta get booed. Come on, you don't think the comedians, when they did their first stand-up, they got booed? Of course, they got booed off the stage, but they didn't give up. You're gonna bomb. You're gonna stink the first time around, second time around. That's the uncomfortability you gotta go through for the success. You gotta go through the uncomfortable stage, the boos, the ugly stage, the grimy stage, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go through that. Now, can you withstand that? Can you get through that? That's gonna build character. That's gonna make you tougher for the criticism that's gonna come your way. You know what I'm saying? So all that stuff is building you up. It's building you up. Now, some people, they cower, they give up. You know what I'm saying? Some people give up. Some people don't. Some people fight through it. You know what I'm saying? They fight through it. They fight through it. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for being in the building, man. What's good with y'all, man? What's going on with y'all, man? What y'all on, man? I'm in the lab. I'm at my office. I'm working. I got the TV going. We working, man. Appreciate y'all for being here. Yeah, I'm back. Just had somebody at my door real quick. Just got paid. It's payday, baby. Payday. You see that right there? It's payday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know, you get that much. You know what I'm saying? They just come drop it off to me. That's boss status. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, man, gotta stay focused, man. Success, you're gonna go through the uncomfortable stage, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go through it. Now, can you withstand it? Can you withstand it? That's the question. You know what I'm saying? I withstand mines, bro. I went through it. The pain. I remember the pain, bro. The pain of not knowing. The pain of the independence. It's a lonely road, bro. Independence is a lonely road. The darkness, the not knowing if you're gonna be successful, the the living on a safety, no safety net. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That builds you, boy. Like, 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 like that builds drive in you, man, to understand that I could get it on my own. I'm smart enough to figure it out. I'm smart enough to get to the chicken. Come on, man. You know who we playing with, man. Let's get to the bag, man. You know what I mean? Let's get to it. 2026, man. No hold bars, man. Spin the block on life. Spin the block. Come back around. This time, be successful. Like like I use Max B as inspiration for me to see Max B. He spin the block. Now look at him. You know what I mean? Flourishing. Held it down. Went through the hell. Got through it. Makes you stronger, man. You know what I mean? We go through the fire, we go through the flames, we go through the torture, we go through all that, but it's gonna make us stronger, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make you stronger, man. I promise you. Go through it. You know what I'm saying? Sheesh. Put that. I mean? Just go through it, man. You gotta go through it, man. You know what I'm saying? Buck 50 on this. That's on deck, man. Let's get them bags, man. You know what I'm saying? We here to get that money, right? Well, like, what we on this planet for? What are we here for? What are we here for? I'm here to be great. What are we here for? I'm here to be great, bro. You know what I mean? So, that's why I need greatness around me, bro. I can't have nobody who's scared. Cause I ain't scared of nothing. I jump to the flame, to the fire. So everybody around me gotta be on that same timing, bro. No fear. Fear cannot govern our life, bro. We gotta go. Let's go. We got to, bro. Take that chance, bro. It's a 50-50 shot. It's a toss up. And I'm ready to take the shot. I'm ready to take the shot, man. Miss or not. But we gonna find out. That's my life. We gonna find out. We ain't gonna sit and think. Nah. Don't think. Let's go do it. OJT, on the job training, man. On the job training. Let's get to it. See what I'm saying, y'all? Greatness is all I know, man. Everybody around me is great. They great or they greater than me. I tell you that. They greater than me. You know what I'm saying? So success is not gonna come the first time. You gotta spin the block on success. Y'all see the title. You gotta spin the block on success. You spin the block, come back again. Come back and keep spinning the block until you get it. Until you get that lick. Spin that block. You know, don't quit because you ain't get it the first time. Maybe that was a test to see if you're gonna give up too easy. Because people give up too easy in life. Don't be that person. You know, you're gonna give up too easy, you're gonna give up the first chance. Come on, man. For what? Don't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Work through it, you know? Work through your problems, man, and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all smash that like button, man, for your boy, man. You know? Gotta spin the block on success, man. Spin the block. Spin the block. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I'm spinning the block on my YouTube. So like I'm using that as an example. I'm spinning the block on my YouTube now. You know, I'm doing more views than I ever did. You know, like my numbers is up, my viewership is up, the money is up on my YouTube. Yo, what's up, old country? So I'm spinning the block on my YouTube. I'm spinning the block on everything I feel that in life. Spin the block. Come back again. You got to spin the block, bro. Everything I feel that I'm spinning the block on 2026. So y'all see a whole different path. Y'all see them numbers is up. You know, I'm already, I could cash out right now on YouTube. The numbers is up, baby. I spin the block. I came with a whole new game plan. Okay, that didn't work. Let me do this. Let me take this approach. That worked. Good. I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. You know, that's life, man. That's life, period, man. And that's life, period, bro. You're gonna be tried and tested, bro. Let's get ready for the test, man. You know what I'm saying? Get ready for the test, man. You know. And with Adam 22. Now let's talk about Adam 22. Now Adam 22, like, you know, he took that butt whooping because he knew people were gonna talk about Adam 22 getting beat up. So Adam 22 is smart enough to not give a damn because all media is good media. You talk about me whether good or bad. He understands that physics of it. So Adam 22 ain't throw a punch, but everybody was watching. He got paid. So is there any losers on the internet when a lot of people tune in? No, no. You know what I'm saying? It's a play. You know what I'm saying? Win, lose, or draw. As long as you compete, that's all I care about. Competition is all we care about, bro. Is like there's no losers in competition. Like the only losers is the person who don't try, bro. You know what I mean? In competition, if we both going at it, we're both winners. But if you stay away, you scared to swing, okay. Now, you know what I mean? So you got to give it your best, bro. That's all I know. Give it my best, bro. That's all I could do. Coming from my surroundings, like I ain't had no fundings, bro. Like I ain't had no push, I ain't had no drive. So you have to get that within, bro. You have to instill that within yourself. You have to love yourself, bro, from your surroundings, cause the surroundings will eat you up. This place will eat you up, man. You know, like a brother lost his life in Bed-Stuy, man. He got shot 9 times in Bed-Stuy, 26. You know, it's like, and that brother was born in the year 2000. So my borough, Brooklyn, is going through it, man. Bed-Stuy ain't too far from me. It's right there. So we going through it in my borough. You know what I'm saying? I feel for his family, man. That man lost his life, you know. Y'all hit the like button as y'all come into the building. Just chopping up with y'all for a few, man. You know what I mean? Just feeding the algorithm. It's 354 where I'm at. You know, just feeding the algorithm. Yeah, but you know, spin the block, man. Spin the block. Spin the block. I'm about to spin the block. Spin the block. Spin the block. About to spin the block. Look at put it what? That's I mean that's my motto for life, bro. Spin the block. Spin the block. Like even when you win, even when you winning, spin the block. Keep spinning. Keep spinning till you dizzy. You dig? You spin the block till you dizzy, man. Hola, como esta? What's good? What's good? Casa, what's good? You know what I'm saying? Y'all hit the like bit. Well, you know, y'all hit the like as y'all come into the building. You know what I'm saying? Let's get those likes up. Hola, como esta? You know what I'm saying? What's going on with y'all, man? Spin the block. Spin the block, you heard? We spinning the block. Spin the block on life, man. You know what I'm saying? Take it from me, man. Spin the block. You know what I'm saying? Opportunity is gonna come your way, man. Hold on. Don't give up. You know what I mean? Don't give up. Word up. Hold up. Yeah, got right back. Ugh. Ugh. Oh. Oh. What up? What up? What up, man? Smash that like button, man. Let's go with y'all. Oh. Let's go with y'all, man. What is the word? What's the word? What's the word, man? Go folk. What's the word? Spin the block, man. Spin the block, you heard? Spin the block. Don't give up, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you rocking with a winner right here. I'm saying? You know, I'm not gonna keep the sauce, man. You know, like a lot of people, man, you know, they like to keep stuff to themselves, bro. Like, you know, like a lot of people don't like to help. And that's the problem, bro. People don't like to help each other. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that way, bro. You know, everybody around me, you know, think like me, got the same mind frame, bro. Each one teach one, each one help one. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way, you know, like you can't win a championship by yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. You cannot win a championship by yourself. The Spurs can't win it by themselves. The Bulls can't win it. Nobody can. So remember that, all right, y'all? Y'all have a good one. I'm out. Moving on.